Welcome everybody to the first operations video. I'm going to try and feature several more, and in this series I want to try to show you what it takes to get a train from one end of the layout to the other and all the different things that are involved. So in the bottom left hand corner I'm going to flash up the actual time and a milepost whenever we get to a significant event. First things first though, let's get a clearance and head westbound across layout with a 40 car manifest.
SCR 707 West RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
We're ready to depart Fort Macleod westbound.
Okay, 707. Here we go. Item 1. Clearance 21 issued to SCR 707 West, WEST, 170221. Item 3. Proceed from CLS cautionary limit sign, Fort Macleod, FT, MACLEOD, to East EAST, siding switch Cowley, COWLEY. I'm going to give you a kicker unit from an eastbound to get you up the hill, so call when you're close and I'll give you a work between. Item 11, complete at 1445, RTC BAE.
Okay, RTC, I have clearance number 21 issued to 707 West WST on 170221. Item 3, proceed from cautionary limit sign Fort Macleod FT MAC to East EAST siding switch Cowley COWLEY. Item 11, complete 1445 by RTC BAE, acknowledged by conductor GGE. And I'm assuming we are picking up that kicker unit at Cowley, correct?
That is correct, 707.
Thank you.
Okay, we have our clearance, so we're going to start rolling west out of the staging yard at Fort Macleod here. As soon as we clear a cautionary limit sign, we'll be on 40-mile-an-hour track. Now these 3 units on this train would normally be able to drag this manifest up to 1.85% westbound ruling grade in the summertime. From about November 1st to usually about mid-March, because of the temperature change up here in Alberta, basement stays colder, humidity levels have to be brought down in the house, and it changes the way the wheels grip the rail. So we usually have to change our operating procedures for the winter. This train's no exception. We would normally be able to insert helpers or put some tail end helpers on. However, we either A, don't have a crew called, or the helpers are busy on the hill already. So RTC has opted to give us a 4th unit. We're going to snag that off an eastbound at Cowley.
SCR 707 West to RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
And we're approaching Cowley looking for a worker.
Okay, 707. Item 1. Clearance number 22 issued to SAR 707 West, WEST, 170221. Item 3. Work main track between milepost 3232 and milepost 3434. Item 11. Complete at 1458, RTC BAE.
Roger that. Okay, RTC, I have clearance number 22 issued to SAR 707 West WST 170221. Item 3, work main track between milepost 3232 and milepost 3434. Item 11, completed at 1458, RTC initials BAE, acknowledged by conductor DGE.
Good readback, 707.
Okay, so the Crow's Nest sub-RTC has issued us a work between. We now can do whatever we need to do between milepost 32 and milepost 34. Our train is sitting within those limits, so we're in good shape there. What we'll do is we'll pull west past the east siding switch at Cowley here, and our eastbound is just rolling into the siding now. He's going to come up. It's a loaded coal train going east. 2 units on the point, 1 in the middle, 1 on the tail end. So he'll come up, he'll un-MU his mid-train and un-MU his tail end unit. He'll pull out of the siding onto the main line, clear that switch, back down onto us, drop his 2nd unit, which will now become our 4th unit. He will pull back out, clear main track into the siding, back onto his train, MU everything back up together so he can continue east when we're out of his way. And we will grab his second unit, CEFX 1.06. It'll become our fourth unit. It's a GEAC 4400, so that'll give us a lot of extra power to get up the hill. We'll get a clearance and we will be on our way west here in no time. All right, both crews would be working together here to get this unit swapped over. So conductor for 707 is still standing at the switch and he'll call this guy to a stop.
One more to a stop, 9679. Anywhere there's going to do. Right, you could push back 4. Give me 2 more. And 1. Half. Another 10 feet. And that's going to do. Okay, give me a little tug ahead. And that's a good joint.
CP 9679's crew will un-MU that unit, will MU it to our consist. They'll be responsible for getting themselves all put back together, and we'll back down onto our train, call for a warrant, and be on our way west.
SAR 707 West RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
We've got our 4th unit. We're about to put everything back together and we're ready to proceed west from east setting switch, Cowley.
Okay, 707, let's get you up the hill. Ready, copy?
I am.
Item 1. Clearance 23 issued to SAR 707 West WEST 170221. Item 3. Proceed from East EAST siding switch Cowley COWLEY to East EAST siding switch Burmis BURMIS. Clear main track. Item 11. Complete at 1506 RTC BAE.
Alright, I have item number 1, clearance number 2323 issued to SAR 707 West WEST 170221. Item 3, proceed from East EAST siding switch Cowley COWLEY to East EAST siding switch Burmis BURMIS. Clear main track. Item number 11, complete at 1506, RTC initials BAE, acknowledged by conductor DGE.
Good read back, 707.
Okay, 707, let's push her back 8 cars. Four more, 707. Two more. And 1 car. Half car. 10 feet. And anywhere they'll do looks like a good joint. Give me a tug. Good joint. Let's get rolling here. SAR 707 West RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
You can show us clear tunnel 1, milepost 39.8.
Thank you, 707.
So we are starting up the 1.85% grade here. About half the train is actually on the grade itself. We've given a clearance for 39.8, tunnel 1. And the reason we do that is just so the RTC can keep track of our progress. And if he is fleeting trains, which sometimes they will do, the train following us, that's a protect against situation, will know exactly where we are. So he's responsible for not overrunning his clearance that we give. So as a result, we give him 39.8. If he's leaving from east siding switch Cowley, he knows he can get 39.8 without running into our tail end. We're just pulling through the worst part of the climb. This is known as Drawbar Alley to cruise. And again, 1.85% steady, but it's a reverse curve coming off a 200-degree circle around the end of the peninsula. If you look up above the train, you'll see there's another one coming eastbound at that's milepost 6355, and that's who we're going to be meeting up here at Burmis.
SAR 707 West RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
You can show us clear milepost 45.2, tunnel 5.
Thank you, 707.
Right, conductors lined us into the siding here at east siding switch Burmis. We're going to slowly roll in, and we know we have a meet here. Shouldn't take too long, and we'll be rolling west again.
SAR 707 West RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
We're just clearing up at Burmis here. Can we get paper to continue west, please?
Okay, 707, here it is. Item 1. Clearance 24 issued to SAR 707 West, WEST 170221. Item 3. Received from West WEST siding switch Burmis, BUR-MIS to cautionary limit sign CLS Sparwoods, SPARWOOD. Item 4. Do not proceed until arrival of SAR 706 East, EAST at West WEST siding switch Burmis, BUR-MIS. Item 6. Approach West WEST siding switch Sentinel, SENTINEL. Prepare to restore to normal position. Item 11. Complete at 1526 RTC BAE.
All right, clearance 2424 issued to to SAR 707 West WST 170221. Item 3, proceed from West WST siding switch Burmis BURMIS to CLS cautionary limit sign Sparwood SPARWOOD. Item number 4, do not proceed until arrival of SAR 706 East EAST at West WEST siding switch Burmis BURMIS. Item number 6, approach West WEST siding switch Sentinel SENTINEL, prepared to restore to normal position. And I have item 11, complete at 1526 by RTC initials BAE, acknowledged by conductor DG.
Good readback, 707.
The Crow's Nest sub RTC's done a pretty good job with the meets. We've only waited 3 minutes for 706 to show up. Here he is rolling under Highway 3 across the west siding switch at Burmis and over the Crow's Nest River on the main track. Our conductor will be down at the west siding switch, getting ready to line us out of the siding and back onto the main track. Engineer will be standing on the front platform with that 70 Mac, given this train that's roll by, or as we say up in Canada, it's a PK, which is an old throwback to pins and knuckles. CPR crews used to acknowledge, and still do to this day, some of the old hands, they'll acknowledge it OK on the PK.
RTK 706, everything looks good.
Thanks. Looking good on your south side there, 707.
Right, our conductor has lined us out of the siding onto main track and has walked back to the lead unit, so we're clear to go. Once our tail end clears west siding switch Burmis, we'll be on 40-mile-an-hour track, so we can maintain a good clip all the way to the west siding switch at Sentinel. And as our clearance states, we're going to have to come to a stop at west siding switch and line back to main track, as the switch has been left lined for the siding by a prior train.
SAR 707 West RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
You can show the west siding switch Burmis line locked for reverse position.
Thanks, 707.
We're back on the move again after aligning west siding switch Sentinel back to main track. We're about to pierce the shed at milepost 6355. Crews refer to this area as the Snake Pit. It's continuous reverse curves from west siding switch Sentinel to east siding switch Crow's Nest along both Crow's Nest and Island Lakes.
SAR 707 West RTC.
Go ahead, 707.
We're just clear Sentinel, west siding switch Sentinel. You can show it line locked for main track.
Thank you.
The speed limit along this section from west siding switch Sentinel all the way down to cautionary limit sign Sparwood is 20 mile an hour. Because of the drag that the reverse curves put on the train, crews have to pay attention to throttle. They're constantly up and down to maintain that speed along here, which is kind of cool. As soon as we turn the corner here between lakes, we'll be along Island Lake. We're going to pop through Tunnel 7 and immediately start descending on a 1.15% grade all the way to Sparwood. After we arrive in Sparwood, we'll end up setting that fourth unit out. So CEFX 106 will get stuffed into a backtrack to be used for the next cycle of the coal train. We'll then tie back onto our train, run through staging, and we will be facing east, ready for the next op session. If this was the first train that the crew brought over to layout, they will be assigned an eastbound train and try and make it back to Fort Macleod. Typical op session's 3 hours long. This train, by the time we get it tied down, will take an hour and 15 minutes, which is kind of average. Some trains take upwards of 2 hours. Some you don't even finish in a 3-hour op session, so it's kind of just a hit and miss thing. Anyway, I want to thank my wife. She crewed 706 today, and I want to thank my 11-year-old son. He was our RTC. I think he did a fantastic job. When they talk about kids not being involved in the hobby, there's proof positive that they can be. And he has now become third-generation SAR employee. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everyone stay safe, and we'll talk soon. There'll be more videos like this to come. Thanks a lot. Bye now.